Greetings, warriors of IKF. It is I, Chancellor Kethas. Before I get into tonight's State of IKF or State of the Empire address, did you take notice of the new trifoil at the beginning of this video? You'll see it again at the end and throughout the coming years, as that is our new logo. And that's all thanks to one man. Now, we've been toying around with this idea in the High Council for many turns, and it's just over the last 3, maybe 4 days tops, that this has come to be changed. And that's all, like I said, thanks to one man, Denzel Miracle, Lieutenant Commander Kurden Vestai Martok, Commanding Officer of the IKV Sons of Kethas in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This caught special attention and passed with flying colors from everybody on the High Council. And it is because of that that we are bestowing Kurden with an imperial commendation. We will get with him later to explain what all that entails. Now, onto the state of IKF and the Empire. We are growing. Plain and simple, we've got new chapters coming online. We've got more coming active in the next few months. We are experiencing an influx of new members, some dual, some strictly new. There are many people getting more involved in the culture every day, and this is awesome. There are a lot of people that are getting more involved in Klingon recipes. I've had a couple of books come out, and there's talk of the new movie, so everything's in flux right now, and things are actually getting back to what fandom was when we first started, which is great. There's even talk of a new TV show. So things in the Empire right now and in IKF are pretty good. Couple of things for 2015. You'll notice that we've changed the website. We now have our events list for the entire year displayed right there on the front page. You'll see brief little mention in the blurb, and then you'll scroll down a little bit past where this video is, and underneath me you're going to see Zarkon and his video from last year, but I'll get more on that in a bit. Below that is the listing of events, and of course we start off with the Days of Honor. I did some research, talked with a couple of other people, specifically our High Cleric Carton from the Monastery of Borcha. And there's 3 holidays that kind of go all in order and in a sequence, and they're basically the Days of Honor, and that's in March. Then, of course, April, we've got something very big. We have the IKF Yowa Chajuk, the First Fleet Conference held in Essington, Pennsylvania. At Amazicon 3 is gracious enough to host it for us, and we're still waiting to hear back on what all we're doing. In fact, the chair that we're building is one I'm kind of sitting in right now. It's not finished because it doesn't have the sides, but I did get it reupholstered, so we're making progress with that. That's not just going to be a fleet-wide event. We're opening that to all of IKF, so all you members are highly encouraged to try and get there. The hotel rooms are going quick. They're $99 a night. the convention is actually very, very reasonable. I forget what the price is in advance. I think it might be 35 in advance and 45 at the door. But lots of things are in the works. We're hopefully, if everything goes right and everybody can make it there, we're doing a Klingon wedding ritual. We're doing promotion ceremonies. We're doing certificates of honor. We're doing a lot of things that I really just can't get into because I don't want to spoil the surprise, and you all know how much I love screwing with my crew. All in fun. So we've got a lot of really, really good things planned, and the next thing on the list that you will see is my chapter's 25th anniversary. Yeah, I've been doing this 25 years. And after that, there's different events and conventions and things like that. We've only listed the major IKF sponsored events on there. Each chapter, you're encouraged to have their own schedule events with their local ones that are listed. So we've got that going for us. We've got more costuming people coming in and giving advice on costumes. One of the things that we're going to do is original series Sundays. This is a fandom-wide thing that some people are catching flack for, and I don't understand that. I'll get into that in a little bit. But what it is you go to a convention for 2 days, you really don't feel like getting all in Imperial garb for a Sunday when you're going to be leaving. You know, it's your choice, but do what I'm doing. I mean, I have an Imperial sash with the cloak and my medal, and of course I'm wearing the gauntlets and the hand gloves, and I've also got the original series tunic, and I'm not wearing a headpiece. It's comfortable. I don't understand why anybody would give flack for it. Which brings up another thing. Over the last year, I've noticed that some people are giving flack on costuming. Which, hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and other groups may say, well, we're only going to do Imperial, or we're only going to do this. In IKF, we have none of that. I do not want stitch counters unless you are actually going to try to recreate something off the show, screen quality. I don't want to hear about, well, that's not right, or you can't do that. We're adults. We play dress up from a fictional TV series. If you want to do it right, there is no way to not do it right. We're fiction. If you want to do something for the show, that's called canon. There is a great resource on that, and we're going to list that on the IKF website. And then there's the fanon stuff, or the secondary, and we're going to list that as well on the website. I've seen a lot of flack over the last couple of months regarding people hating original series Klingons or hating the J.J. Abrams Klingons. And I'll be honest, I am not a fan of the J.J. stuff. But I recognize there are people that want to do this. We're Klingon. The JJ thing, I don't think that was a Klingon so much as it was a Klingon hybrid. Because I did recently see the movie, and side note, I did notice that they had Enterprise, Scott Bakula's series, on there. So the regular Klingons should have been there as well. I don't know how that's all going to tie in, but I'll let you guys in the monastery and you guys and the costuming and whatnot, I'll let you figure that. It'll be a good topic for conversation. Which brings me to another point. Communication. We have a Facebook group. We have the forums, which really are not used, and I would like to see them used. We have resources on the IKF website, which I would like to expand. And in order to do that, I need everybody's help. Get me links. Get us articles. And if we're going to do articles, we might as well do a newsletter again. And we're going to do it online. So let's get that going as well. There's a lot of things that we can do for 2015 to expand our knowledge and our passion for the Klingon culture. We're big enough. We have the experience. The membership has the experience. The membership has the knowledge. Now we have to get out there and do. And by doing, I mean creating our own events, creating our own online events, creating our own personal events in different areas. For example, we're going to use the flagship chapter in June to create Camp Kavak, which is what Admiral Kavak, who went to Tovacor last May, wanted. He wanted an event named after him. He wanted to inspire people to create their own things. He was the IKF brewmaster. He created a hell of a recipe for blood wine that I have yet to try out and experiment with. Which brings me to another point, alcohol. We are known for partying. We're Klingons. IKF is renowned with our parties, but we're more so renowned with our responsibilities. There are other groups out there that are not as responsible. Take a stand against that. If you see something like that, stop it. It's pretty simple. How do you stop it? You don't get physical with anybody. You know, we're Klingon. It's part of the game, but you don't start a fight or put an end to it. Show them by example. Show them the truth. We can have fun. You know, those of us that choose to drink can do so, but we can do it responsibly. You don't want to see people picking people up and running down the hallways. You're going to trip, fall, get hurt. We already do enough things that get us hurt. I mean, we're known for our Betleth competitions. We're known for our stage play. Let's show them that we're also responsible. Don't break anything, and if you do break something, pay for it. Like a Klingon. So, that's pretty much it. I think I hit all the bases. If not, you'll see me giving little sidebars, things like that. Special projects we've got that I did say I was going to mention. We are doing the Stomp Out Hunger campaign again this year. We had such a blast and great turnout with it last year that we decided this needs to continue. So do watch the video below with Thought Admiral's Archon in it. Give the explanation of what it is. We are also going to reinstate the Great Tribble Hunt. Last year, at the end of the year, actually it was November, how the Great Tribble Hunt started. This is good. This is an after action report that dates back quite a number of years, but it was a creation convention, way back in the day that Nichelle Nichols was at. And somehow the feds, or us, I forget who, I think it might have been the Feddies, had all these tribbles. And they wound up into our hotel rooms and into our luggage and things like that. And it started by Nichelle giving a couple of us, I was one of the lucky few, that got a tribble from her. And I am honored to say that I got her back in November, and she remembered it. The look on her face when I presented her with that tribble was priceless. So now the great tribble hunt will continue. What are we doing? We are gathering these furry little menaces, some for food, some for skins. Mostly, we're going to give them back to the Fetties. We cannot let what Kirk did slide. So we will have that going again this year. You will hear from Zarkon and I very shortly on some live action role plays that we are going to do. We're getting back into that aspect of it, as well as the culture. I already mentioned the Klingon wedding. We're also going to be doing a lot more as far as recreating, so people can see. I want to see demos from other chapters on not the mass versions that you have of the rites of ascension, but an actual rite of ascension. I'd like to see other chapters do video logs. Would love to see that. I would love to see some. Let's just, well, just thinking out loud. Let's hammer YouTube with nothing but videos of Klingons doing Klingon things. Things like that. It's time to get out there and get active. Next year's the 50th anniversary. So let's give them something to celebrate. Kapla!